Welcome back on The Wasted Driver. Today we're gonna try something older than usual. We are with a Corvette, so American muscle car, 1977 Corvette C3. This is one of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen in real life, for sure, but I've ever seen in my life. So I'm really curious to know how it is drive this beauty right here. Chevrolet Corvette C3 from 1977 was the first model that was not called Stingray. For this reason, on the car there is nothing that shows that it's a Stingray because it's a Corvette in reality. And as you can see, around the car you can't find the logo Stingray, and that just because you can find only the Corvette one. The look of this car, it's incredible. Every muscle car of the 60s, 70s looks amazing, but this one, the curve that you have, the front fenders, the rear ones, the doors, the handle of the door, the front and rear bumpers, everything has such a good look, it's amazing. Even the roof of the car, that if you want to take it off, you have the breeze of the hair on your face. A nice feature are the disappearing wipers, the round rear lights that looks like the car is watching you. And about the lights, we have the front lights that are disappearing lights, but not electric. There is a compressor that pushes the lights up and down. In this one we have the exhaust of the C4 that looks great and sound amazing in the car. Even the mirrors are thought in this car, looks like a thin front and rear discs to stop this car, even if the weight is not that bad. And if you watch closely, you see that it's not made from some metal. To lower the weight, we have a body in fiberglass, the beautiful 15-inch wheels with the red touch that remind you the interiors of the car. The massive bonnet in the front, but this makes sense because inside we find a 5.7-liter small block V8 that generates 210 brake horsepower. That for the time was not bad at all. But now we go inside and we see this red color that looks wonderful on this car. Black outside, red inside, it's an amazing match. The look of the dashboard is so from the 60s. Everything is round, everything is big. They show you the speed, the RPM of the car, the steering wheel, the doors, with the button on the top of the stick that you have to push to put inside the first gear of the automatic 3-shift gearbox. The owner put a steer in this car that is a great fit, but even without that, you have the V8 sound that it's unbelievably amazing. We have the discrete handbrake with the 2 buttons of the electrical windows. Every single detail is thought on this car, outside and inside. As always, I said enough, it's time to sit inside this beauty and enjoy the drive. Okay, we're inside the car, it's time to start this beauty and try it. Woo! The sound of the V8. Seatbelt on. It's a bit weird, this one. 70s seatbelt. Safety first. First gear on. The gear, it's really something I never tried before. You have 3 gears, so it's automatic, but at the same time you can decide the gear you want. So if you want to use the first, you can put first. If you want to use the second, you can use the second. If you put on third, it's automatic and do all alone. The front of the car is huge, and the huge size of the body, are really something different I never felt before. The car is pretty comfortable. I didn't expect that at all. Oh, the steering wheel, I feel it's really slow compared to the car I'm used to. I feel that the car is heavy. Even if the body is all on glass fiber, they did that to reduce the weight, obviously. We still have 1,600 kilos of car. So 2 places, 1,600 kilos of cars. It's huge. It's huge. The front, it's really massive, and you feel in the turns that the body it's big when it moves. But it's a nice drive. It's not bad at all. The car in the inside, it's small. Ooh, the V8. Oh,
Yeah, the suspension are super soft. I feel the car that move pretty much everywhere, and when you take the bumps, you feel like you go up and down. It's like being a little boat. When you push just a little bit the gas pedal, she breathes and she starts to use the voice. It's amazing. The things that surprise me the most is the bonnet. It's massive, it's huge. It's really like, looks like a 5-meter long bonnet. Didn't expect that. I knew it was big, but I didn't expect it was that big. Yeah, the steering wheel is not as soft as the car we are used to now. You have to turn a lot, and you need a big space to turn the car. But man, it's lovely. It's lovely. It's such a nice drive. Ooh. Oh my god, I love V8's engine. So we have a 5.7 liter 220 brake horsepower in this car, and you can feel it when you push a little bit. I love the sound. I love the sound of this car. 1977 was a really great year for Corvette. They made more than 39,000 of these cars, so it was quite a lot. And just with this, not this exact model, but the 1997 one, they arrived at 500,000 models sold. It was a pretty popular car on the 70s, and I start to understand why, because it's a really good feeling when you're driving it. Yeah, in the turns feels like you're driving a hippo, but it's so good. It's so good. I want to test the acceleration. Just the next turn, I push the pedal down and let's see how it is. We have 220 mechanical horsepower, old school. I will be a little careful because I don't know how to react to a type of car like this, but I'm pretty sure it's not that aggressive as the cars we try sometimes. Pedal down. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. It's really smooth. It's really smooth, progressive. It's lovely. It's lovely. The steering wheel and the position is super comfortable. Didn't think a car this old can be this comfortable. It's like being on a couch. And like that, just give me a beer and it's perfect. Okay, not while I'm driving, but just to say I'm like in a couch. Soon we will taste the brakes. I'm really curious to see how it is, but at the same time I think I already know the answer. We will have no brakes, like when we test the Ferrari 208. I slammed the brakes and nothing happened. Pretty sure will happen the same thing with this one. Let's try the brakes right here. Oh, not bad at all. Wow, I didn't expect that. They're good. The car stopped immediately. It's, for being a 60 years old car, it's have great brakes. This exact model, it's from America, it's from the USA, from California especially, and arrived in Italy in the 2006. So it's not even 20 years they are enjoying it in the Italian roads. As I already said, the handling is not the best, but it's good enough for enjoy 110% the car. For sure will not be a car that I go in a racetrack and push. It's just a car to enjoy the drive and show the great beauty that it is. It's a great thing that we have the 15-inch rims, so wheels, because that absorb pretty well the bumps. But as I said before, the suspension do a huge work. It's really comfortable. From the inside there is a 50% of the car where you see great, the front, and a 50% where you see nothing, the rear. You have to turn and you don't see well at all. You hear the exhaust is not the original one of the C3. They put the exhaust of the C4, and I think that's a great move because the sound is lovely. It's not the fastest car because have a maximum speed of 212 kilometers an hour and a 0 to 100 or 0 to 60 as you say in the USA of 6.8 seconds. But when you accelerate, it's so good, the weight transfer that give on the rear wheels that are right under my ass, so you feel it right here, and the sensation of the car that start, it's amazing. It's a really good feeling. Oh, the V8. Che bello. Even from the inside, you see the shark shape that the car have. See the big fin that have on the left and on the right. You feel already aggressive just to be inside. Outside the turns, when you accelerate, the car still stick. You don't have the rear that move at all. Oh my god, the V8 is still amazing. Yeah, just the suspension you feel it at all, especially for the rear, but makes sense for the suspension that the car have. Weight transfer, it's way better what I thought. It's not that much, doesn't move the car too much, especially I thought the rear was more light when you push on the brakes, but stay enough stick to make the turns in a safely way and don't risk it at all. Inside I'm really comfortable. I'm really comfortable. I don't feel at all I'm strict inside. I'm in a couch, so I love this. I love this. This is a car to go at the beach on Sunday and enjoy the day. Miss the beer, as I said before. Just one beer here will be perfect. It's a 50 years old car that works perfectly to be used today. This Corvette C3, honestly, it's a great surprise. I expect a huge old muscle car, hard to handling in the turn, that doesn't brake at all, that was nervous and difficult to drive, but it's not like that at all. Still a hippopotamus hard in the turns to go inside and outside, but the suspension are super soft, but it's a fun drive. It's a really enjoyable car to get used to use and to use in not an everyday life, but as I said, the Sunday, the weekend, on holidays, and just to have a good drive and enjoy the day. I really hope one day to own an old muscle car like this one, because a really amazing car. I didn't expect to like that much an old American car. As always, hope you liked the video and see you next time. Bye everyone.